This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in, sir?
Please come in. Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Aditya, you are from Deoghar.
Yes, sir.
You did 10 upon 10 in class 10.
Yes, sir.
85.2% in class 12.
Yes, sir.
Then CGPA is 8.56 in IIT-BHU.
Yes, sir.
Very correct. You had been appearing for the civil services for last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
This is your second attempt?
Yes, sir.
All right. What happened in first attempt?
Sir, I failed in prelims by 2 marks, sir.
But you have been such a bright student. Why did you fail in prelims?
Sir, I was not that serious enough, sir.
So what made you serious now? Because you failed and that's why you have become serious now?
No, sir, that was not the reason, sir. Sir, after completing my graduation, sir, I chose this path and worked extensively for this path only. I was confused in the
Thought of getting into the civil services.
Yes, sir.
When did it come to your mind first?
Sorry, sir.
The thought of getting into the civil services, this thought, when did it come to your mind first?
During college itself, sir. In the
जब college में आ गया था तो why are you saying that in the first attempt you were not serious?
Sir, I was not sure to pursue this career of.
जब आपने पहले ही सोच लिया कि मुझे सिविल सर्विसेज में जाना है,
Yes, sir.
तो आप लगातार मैं देख रहा हूँ in 15 you passed class 10, 17, 12 and thereafter you did your B.Tech in 5 years. So you joined B.Tech when? In 18?
2018, yes, sir.
तो 1 साल आपने प्रिपरेशन किया.
Yes, sir.
तो वही पैटर्न you are following for the civil services.
Sir, I would beg to differ, sir, not completely following the pattern, sir, but sir, I tried, sir, but I failed only by 2 marks, sir.
Why do you call city of Banaras as Varanasi?
Sir, because Varanasi contains the confluence of 2 rivers, sir, Varun and a sea. That is why it is known as Varanasi.
तो 2 river मिल रहे हैं तो why not the name? It has derived its name from Ganges.
Sorry, sir.
गंगा से नाम इसने क्यों नहीं derive किया?
Sorry, sir, I don't know the exact reason, sir.
गंगा जी बह रही हैं
जी.
बीच में एक असी आ रही है और एक वरुणा आ रही है.
जी.
So why do you call this area as Varanasi? It's an area between 2 rivers, Asi River and Varuna
Varun
River.
River, yes, sir.
What do you think of abrogation of Article 370? What are your comments on that? Do you think it was a good move? Do you think the decision or the verdict given by the Supreme Court is correct in eyes of law or as per your assessment?
Yes, sir. I support the abrogation of Article 370 and upholding by the Supreme Court, sir. The reason is for it leads to political unification of the country, and even sir, Constitution itself suggests that Article 370 is a temporary provision, sir.
But Kashmir was never a part of India. तो ज़बरदस्ती हमने उसको ले लिया because of the threat perception by Raja Hari Singh.
Sir, sorry, sir, I beg to differ, sir. Kashmir was part of India in ancient times also, and
That time there nothing, no concept of
as a nation.
India.
Yes, sir.
Then
But still, sir, it was an integral part because, sir, there was cultural integration, cultural exchange between Kashmir and rest of India, sir. So in that,
we had cultural exchanges and even trade exchanges with Mesopotamia also.
so
तो कल आप कहेंगे हम मेसोपोटामिया भी हमारा पार्ट होना चाहिए.
no, sir. During independence, sir, the situations prevailed in a manner such that it led to, sir, integration of.
Okay. Since we are talking about ancient time,
Yes, sir.
there is a theory called Aryan invasion theory.
Yes, sir.
What are your comments on that? Are you in agreement with that? If not, any evidence for that?
Sir, many historians believe that Aryan invasion theory was not completely correct. It was cooked up by British historians.
Now, what are your views?
Sir, I also think, sir, it was a cooked up story.
How do you say that?
Because sir, it was a we can say colonial mentality, sir. It was
Forget colonial. They have to, you see, whenever you say anything about a particular society or a country or a geography, it has to be based on evidences.
yes, sir.
What is the evidence that it was this theory of Aryan invasion was not correct? It was a cooked up story.
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to recollect exactly, sir.
So, Aditya, don't you think that whenever you say anything, it has to be based on facts and figures and evidence?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are your views on the controversy regarding Sabrimala, entry into the Sabrimala temple?
Sir, I support sir woman entry into the Sabrimala temple, sir, as
Why?
a field. Because sir, it creates sir artificial gender discrimination, sir, regarding the right to worship by women, sir.
So let there be some kind of a discrimination. How does it matter?
Sir, it may lead to further, you can say, reproduction of cultural discrimination, sir, from temples to outside also. Because a certain section
Don't
of...
you think that it's an equality which has been guaranteed by the constitution?
Yes, sir.
So irrespective of gender, everybody is equal. Then how are you discriminating women against others or a section of women?
Yes, sir.
So this is fundamentally against the spirit of the constitution and equality.
Yes, sir.
All right. My last question. Recently, the parliament had passed few bills.
Yes, sir.
Can you name three most important as per your views?
Sir, first the repeal of IPC, CRPC and Indian Evidence Act by...
All right. Why do you think it is so important?
Sir, because it holds... sir, it is aimed to hasten the judicial process, sir.
कैसे हो जाएगा? Judicial process hasten कैसे हो जाएगा?
Sir, because there is rigid timeline for...
Do you think there is a rigid timeline कि इतने दिन के अंदर ये केस डिसाइड होना है?
Yes, sir, there is...
क्या what is that provision? Any idea?
Sir, I'm not completely sure, sir,
Alright.
exact days.
Okay. So what else?
Also, sir, Indian Evidence Act also mandates videography of search and seizure operation, sir.
Okay, these are very cosmetic, don't you think so? Fundamental क्या change है? Can you recall the statement given by the Home Minister in the Parliament? जो इसकी spirit बताता है this so-called change, repeal of these.
Yes, sir. So to do away with the colonial mentality.
What is that colonial mentality?
That, sir, judiciary needs to be restitutive, not retributive, sir.
What does that mean?
Sir, it means that we should end crime, not criminal, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Basically, he said that instead of focusing on the punishment, we must focus on justice. That's the main theme. Whether there is any substantial change or not, kindly read. कब appoint हुए?
10th January, sir.
तो थोड़ा time है, देख लीजिए इसका.
Yes, sir.
It is very important.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the first bill. Second bill, any other bill which you think is important?
Sir, telecom bill, sir.
Okay, क्या हुआ उसमें?
Sir, telecom bill has been, sir, it has repealed the Telegraph Act earlier.
वो तो ठीक है. New act में क्या चीज़? What has
Sir,
been facilitated?
now it has included many digital telecommunications, sir. Telecommunications, sir, also in that, sir.
उससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? What is the major change? Any idea?
Sorry, sir.
Have you heard of a term called satellite communication?
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें जो satellite communication के बारे में क्या कहा गया?
Yes, sir. Regarding spectrum allocation of satellite communication, sir. That, sir, for national security and, sir, I don't know exact provision, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
I'll request my colleague to take over.
Thank you, sir.
Aditya,
Yes, sir.
so you have studied civil engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what exactly happened in Uttarakhand in that tunnel collapse?
Yes, sir. Sir, the Silkiara tunnel collapse in Uttarakhand was mainly due to geological fault, sir. When they were constructing the tunnel, sir, and due to sir geological fracture, sir, the tunnel collapsed, sir.
Had you been in charge of that project, what precaution would you have taken?
Sir, before or after?
Before, of course.
Yes, sir. So, sir, first, sir, we must have more surveillance, sir, regarding geological and engineering survey regarding the different fault lines and different geological structures within the earth system before constructing a tunnel, sir. Secondly, sir, proper safeguards must be enacted at place to reduce casualty, sir.
Okay, so your hobby is teaching and reading about astronomy.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, which astronomer, according to you, of India, according to you, has impacted this field of study the most, and why?
Sir, 𝐂𝐨𝐮
Of India.
of India, sir. Sir, I would say Rakesh Sharma, sir, because he was the first Indian to visit space, sir.
So according to you, Rakesh Sharma is an astronomer.
Yes, sir.
Isn't he a space scientist rather than being astronomer?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Have you heard of this LIGO project?
Yes, sir.
What is this all about?
Sir, it is about to study the gravitational wave, sir. It stands for laser interferometry gravitational wave observation. Sir, it is currently in USA, and India is also planning to construct LIGO facilities.
Okay, tell me something. We are saying that the universe started with a Big Bang.
Yes, sir.
What was the state of universe before the Big Bang or just at the time of Big Bang?
Sir, it was completely dense and completely hot sir, at the instant of starting of time, sir.
So you are saying that this whole mass, everything
was
came
concentrated
from
at particular
that
point. Yes,
point
sir.
mass.
Yes, sir.
Is it technically possible?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
What is
exactly.
dark matter?
Yes, sir. Sir, dark matter are exotic materials in space, which provides gravitational we can say gravitational pull to different objects which we cannot observe directly, sir. It leads, sir, they are 25% in the space, sir.
Okay, my last question to you. So you love playing acoustic guitar, right?
Yes, sir.
Just based on your knowledge of class 10th and 12th, explain me the working of acoustic guitar.
Sir, acoustic guitar works on the principle of resonance of sound waves, sir. So when we pluck a string, it produces a frequency due to the tension in the wire and the length that we are choosing, sir.
Right.
This frequency is amplified within the guitar by the body, by the resonance by the body, which leads to production of sound, sir.
How that happens? So how does this body of the guitar
Yes, sir.
supports that resonance?
Sir, due to
Or
air
amplification?
movement, sir, due to compression and rarefaction of air particles within the body of the guitar, sir, it produces sound.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Aditya, can you tell me what is the cost of producing electricity in India today, as of today? Solar power as well as the thermal power.
Sorry, sir.
Any idea which one is cheaper?
Solar and, sir?
Solar is cheaper than coal? Thermal based.
No, sir. I think, sir, thermal would be cheaper, sir. Sir, it's a guess, sir. I don't know exactly, sir.
Okay. And COP28 just happened.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think India is still insisting on continuing with coal?
Sir, because we are still a developing nation, sir, and we need coal to first, we need coal to first for our national benefit, sir, for to provide electricity and energy to the people.
But we are shifting, very rapidly to solar.
Yes.
We have, rapidly upscaled the proportion of solar power.
Yes.
Then why still insistence on coal? What is the problem with solar energy?
Sir, first we have huge coal reserves, sir, and secondly, sir,
Presence of coal doesn't mean that we have to utilize it. That coal can be used somewhere else. That can be used in steel industry. Why insisting on thermal power?
sir, because we have huge infrastructure and huge investment in place, sir. So that is the reason.
No, the question is, even in the international level, what was being in question was India expanding its capacity. Even the energy plan that has been released, there is, a proposal that new thermal plants will come up. That is the point of contention vis-a-vis with the developed countries. So why create new capacity when we can, scale up solar energy further? Any issue with solar energy in particular?
Yes, sir. They are not. Sir, first the investment is high. Second, sir, they are not available 24/7.
Yes.
We don't have the batteries to store energy.
Yes, the storage is the biggest issue.
Yes.
And the grid management becomes difficult. So anything being done in this regard? Are we working on storage aspect?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, all right. So you have interest in astronomy. Can you tell me how is the satellite communication happen? For example, James Webb Telescope, how does it relay images back to Earth?
Sir, using radio waves, they send back signals to Earth, sir, and they are picked up by the ground station, sir.
Any particular reason why that particular frequency band is used? Why not say X-rays or some other spectrum to be used there?
Sir, because radio waves have higher wavelengths, sir, so they are less diffracted than other electromagnetic waves, sir. So this might be the reason, sir.
But radio waves, for example, you must have heard that ionosphere, that reflects radio waves. So when the radiation comes from the satellite, doesn't it get reflected back?
Sir, I'm not sure exactly, sir, regarding this. But
okay.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right. Thanks, Aditya. That's all from my side. I'll pass on.
Aditya, last week in Pune, there was a meteoroid shower. If you have been following it, can you tell me how does this phenomena happen?
Ma'am, when rocks from space enter atmosphere, it burns up rapidly. So and gets fragmented. So that may be the reason of meteorite shower, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me what was the underlying theme of the movie Interstellar?
Yes, ma'am. The underlying thing was curvature of space-time to form and the formation of wormholes, and inside that a black hole, which may sustain human life, ma'am.
Okay. Are dark matter and dark energy the same thing?
No, ma'am. They are different, ma'am.
How are they different?
Ma'am, both are exotic material and we know less about it. However, ma'am, dark matter leads to attraction, whereas dark energy leads to drifting away of galaxies and other things, ma'am, and expansion of space. So that is the difference.
Dipankar Gupta is a prominent sociologist. Are you aware of his seminal works in the realm?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not able to recollect exactly.
It's all right. You have been studying civil engineering. Can you tell me the material which can be used to build quake-resistant houses?
Material, ma'am, building material. Yes, ma'am. First, ma'am, the natural materials such as bamboo, wood, and ma'am, earthquake-resistant buildings may also use different materials such as base. Ma'am, there are different techniques, ma'am, such as base isolation, shear wall, etc., which can be used for earthquake-resistant buildings.
Do we have such buildings in India?
Yes, ma'am. The currently ongoing Ram Mandir, ma'am, and also that is, ma'am, I'm sure.
You're from Jharkhand. It is one of the most resource-rich areas.
Yes.
Why the human development indicators are very low there?
Ma'am, the primary reason is the Dutch disease, the Dutch disease, which says that, ma'am, due to excessive availability of resources, we can say that there is huge supply. However, ma'am, this is the prominent reason, ma'am. Secondly, ma'am, there is lack of investment by private investment, and also the exports of Jharkhand are less. So that are the reasons, ma'am.
Carving out a special state out of Bihar, the main motto was to have a separate budget, a separate funding.
Yes.
So why do you think still we are not able to achieve that?
Ma'am, there are many reasons, ma'am. There is political instability. Jharkhand had 11 chief ministers within 22 years. Second reason is, ma'am, there is still some social discriminations against tribals and scheduled caste. Thirdly, ma'am, also, ma'am, despite having large industries, ma'am, still agriculture, there is lack of service sector, ma'am, not enough service sector. So these are the reasons, ma'am.
Can you tell me about PVTGs in Jharkhand? Can you name them?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not sure exactly.
It's all right. Thank you.